Hi there, my name is Stephen Lee Rich. You know, when I first got into this business, I made two promises to myself. One, that I would never write songs about songs. It's always kind of been my feeling that if you're writing a song in which the central metaphor is music, you've gotten a little too close to it, you've gotten too wound up in it, and you need to go get a straight job for a couple of years and get your perspective back. Reconnect with reality. The other promise I made to myself was that I would never write songs about being on the road. I kept the first promise. Work I do sometimes seems wrong. Been on the road way too long, looking for a time when I'll be coming home. Miss you a little more every day, love you more than I can say. Looking for a time when I'll be coming home. Coming home. Coming home. Looking for a time when I'll be coming home. Miss you a little more every day, love you more than I can say. Looking for a time when I'll be coming home. A lot of strange things happen to you when you're traveling. One of the strangest things that ever happened to me is I was headed down to Memphis, Tennessee one year. Now, every once in a while, I work with a partner named Sandy Andina. I live in Madison, Wisconsin. She lives down in Chicago. So when we travel together, I go down to Chicago, and we spend the night arguing about whose car we're going to take from there. Then when we figure that out, we both go get some sleep, and we start out on the road in the morning. Well, one year we were going down to a music conference in Memphis, and that's almost a straight shot down I-57 from Chicago. It was February of that year, and we were following one of the worst ice storms I have ever seen in my entire life. Let me tell you, and I was trying to be careful. I really was trying to be careful. But I hit an icy patch, and I went into a skid. Just as I managed to pull out of it, I hit another icy patch and went into another skid. This happened 4 consecutive times. Fourth time, I couldn't pull out of it. So there we were, going down I-57, 50 miles an hour, spinning like a top. Now, I do not know your particular spiritual persuasion, but speaking exclusively for myself, I got to tell you that if you're in an automobile that's spinning like a top doing 50 miles an hour down an icy interstate highway, in that moment, my friend, atheism is impossible. And you don't have half enough time to be an agnostic. We were both praying fiercely. Let me tell you, we spun out, we went down a little embankment, through a barbed wire fence and into some farmer's field. Well, somebody must have been listening to those prayers, because neither one of us were hurt. And the only damage to the car was some tire damage and a lot of scratches on my hood from that barbed wire fence. Looked like a drunk had tried to shave himself with a straight razor. Anyway, cop came by, called a tow truck, towed us out. Now, our original plan had been to go to a little town at the southern tip of Illinois called Mount Vernon. That was going to be our halfway point. And we'd booked hotel rooms and everything. But conditions being what they were, the police officer said, there's an exit 12 miles down, a little town called Mattoon. There's a hotel there. You should go there. We said, yes, we'll do that. So I'm driving to Mattoon like this. And, you know, I'm only doing 40 miles an hour and just going, you want to go rob me? Fine, that's okay, do that. Anyway, and we got about halfway to Mattoon. Sandy looks at me and says, if we don't get a song out of this, there's something wrong with both of us. Well, anyway, we got to Mattoon. Got ensconced in a couple of hotel rooms. Next morning, Sandy came down to breakfast with a parody of Winter Wonderland about the accident. I don't remember most of it. All I remember is the last line, which was, "Cram up your winter wonderland," you know, and anyway, next day we got to Memphis, got ensconced in the hotel, got started relaxing and started meet and greeting, you know, talking to people. And People were asking, how was the drive down? Let me tell you. And I'll be real honest with you, I was having a wonderful time telling this story. Till I told it to a friend of mine from Orlando, Florida. I got to the part about spinning like a top doing 50 miles an hour southbound on an icy interstate highway. He looked at me and said, you know, where I come from, people pay good money for a ride like that. Highway stretches out ahead. I'd like to be sleeping in my own bed instead of traveling on from town to town. Make no mistake, I love what I do, just that it keeps me away from you, and I wouldn't mind right now to be coming home. Coming home, coming home. Looking for a time when I'll be coming home. Miss you a little more every day, but more than I can say. Looking for a time when I'll be coming home. Coming home, coming home. Looking for a time when I'll be coming home. Miss you a little more every day, but more than I can say. Looking for a time when I'll be coming